Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the DC Comics Multiverse Batman vs Superman from Mattel. So this is the Collect and Connect Grapnel Blaster replica version. It is 6-inch. There are other 6-inch scale figures with the Multiverse banner on them by Mattel. They have worse paint, they don't have as much articulation, and they don't come with the Collect and Connect pieces. So just make sure if you want to go ahead and get this guy that you know what you're getting, and for it to look like it's in this style box. I've already done a review of Batman, so if you want to go ahead and check that out, the link will be on the screen right now, and I will also show him in this video too. Taking a look at the side of the box here, we have some nice artwork. It does look very much like Henry Cavill, very nice. A little bit of a bio down there. Here we have the grapnel blaster on the back and all the parts that makes it up. And then down here we have the 4 figures in the line so far. I will be doing reviews of all of them. And then also we're obviously going to get another 4 a little later on. But for now, let's get this thing open and take a closer look. And so here is Superman out of the packaging, and right away there is one major problem with the figure, which I'll get to in just one moment. But first, we are going to take a quick look at this. So this is the Collect and Connect piece. So it's obviously the main grip for the grapnel launcher. Now, you can see this little post right here that goes into this hole, but on the picture, it actually shows it as being like that. So on the picture, on the boxes and everything, it's actually put together wrong. You can't actually do that. It only clips in that way. And so we'll also get another piece here that's going to come up with a clear stand and hold the rest of the gun up right there. But yeah, overall, it doesn't feel too bad, it doesn't feel too great, but it's a very nice size. It doesn't feel like a super ergonomic grip, and if it was bigger, then it would be even worse. So it probably is a 1:1 scale replica, but yeah, for the most part, it is a very nice piece. The wood looks very nice. It's obviously plastic, but the fake wood looks very cool. So yeah, very, very nice. Cannot wait to get more of these pieces. But as for the figure itself, then yes, to the main complaint. And the complaint is that they have just used the same mold from Man of Steel with a new head, and the head does not look like Henry Cavill at all. The more I look at this Batman, especially from standing, a bit further away in the room and whatnot, from different angles, it just, honestly, it looks better and better and better. So as for scale, this figure right here actually stands 6¼ inches tall. This one right here, 6½. So yeah, it's not perfect in terms of what I would want. I would prefer them to be standing eye to eye. However, if this is an accurate scale, especially as Batman is in his suit and whatnot, then that would be fine. However, I just think that this looks really wrong, and I really do think that Superman should be taller right there. So that is, another complaint of using the same mold, really, that it's just, although it's the same suit and everything, if you're going to make other figures, at least put them in the same scale. And if this scale is right, fair enough, but I'm pretty sure it probably isn't. So no ab crunch, and not a very good scale if that is actually incorrect. It's not anything too major, but even standing slightly apart on a shelf, it just doesn't really look all too great. So taking this guy away right here, let's focus on Superman himself. So yes, it is the same figure as the Man of Steel Movie Masters release. I really, really do like the articulation that we actually have on the figure in the arms, in the way that they can come straight down to the body and everything, and it just looks really nice and sleek. You can get him in awesome flight poses and whatnot. The shoulders come out and go all the way around. Rotation of the part of the arm right there, single jointed arm rotation at the wrist. The head pretty much moves left and right. Looks up and down a little bit, doesn't really stay in position all too well. So that ab crunch missing really, really does hinder him getting in really nice flight poses. We do have the waist swivel, legs come all the way out to the side, forward and back a decent amount, rotation just above the knee, single jointed knee, and then the feet go up and down, so you can get nice flight poses from the feet too. So overall articulation pretty much the same as Batman without the ab crunch. But seeing as they've redesigned the head, which now does not look like Henry Cavill at all, it would have been really nice if they could have somehow just made that hole a little bigger so that the head could move a little bit more, or maybe add a hinge in there or something. Just change it up a little bit to give him better articulation for flight poses, because that just ain't happening. But for the most part, it does look a lot better than the first figure, in my opinion, just the colours and everything being toned down a little bit. So as for the colours of this guy, we have a little bit of yellow, or should I say gold, right here on the belt, which is a little bit of a nicer touch than what we got before with just the grey. We have the light blue on here instead of those kind of, gunmetal kind of grey kind of colour. So it's very much a more classic, very much more blue, as opposed to just having all that grey in there and whatnot. So even though we still have the same suit, you know, we do have a slight colour change, and I do like it. We have the really nice red here on the top of the boots, so it's really nice vibrant red over that one, the darker kind of crimson. I do have a little bit of a flesh tone under there, which isn't great, but there you go. Not as much of a detail on the face this time, we don't have any stubble right there. And the blue itself of the main body of the suit, it is a little bit more lighter than the older one, the Man of Steel one, but it is still the same kind of metallic look, so it's just as shiny, if that makes sense. So just because it's lighter doesn't mean it's actually super, you know, bright and vibrant and over the top and whatnot. So yeah, I very much do like the colours and the composition of this figure on the whole. So as for this guy, if you have the Man of Steel figure, basically just pass on this. Unless you really want the collect and connect pieces, just go ahead and pass. I didn't have that figure, so this is absolutely fantastic for me to have as part of my display. I will definitely be using a flight stand or something though, just so that he can actually stand a little bit taller than Batman. And the next figure that we're going to be taking a look at is the Armored Batman, and that one is going to be obviously a massive step up. It's very different to other, you know, classics figures and whatnot that this line kind of resembles and whatnot, so very nice, and very much looking forward to that review. And just so you know, for more Superman videos, I'm actually going to be reviewing the NECA Christopher Reeve Superman soon, so that's going to be very awesome. Stay tuned to the channel for that. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. To check out more pictures of anything else from my collection, go ahead and check out my Instagram. It's Homerino123, and the links are in the description below. And for more reviews of this line from Batman vs Superman or anything from DC Collectibles as well, go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.